My name is Ben Salami. I'm the founder and CEO of Bendigi Technologies. CMA Leads Program. That's the topic of today. And leads, right? Everybody is super interested in leads, wondering how they can generate leads. You know, the online lead game, it's pretty tough out there. And there's a lot of lead generation programs out there that will sell you leads. And we thought, hey, let's try to change the name. Let's change the way mortgage brokers and real estate agents think about online leads. Everyone thinks they're just bad and not worth your time, not worth your effort. So we really wanted to change that. And we thought, let's build something that will prioritize quality over quantity. And I remember when we first launched, we had the same response brokers have over other lead generation programs. They were saying, hey, your leads suck. No one is picking up the phone. I can't get through. And it's coming directly from the Canadian mortgage app. So it's a very niche product. People search for it on the App Store. They download it. They're obviously interested in some type of mortgage. So I thought our leads are going to be better. However, they weren't. And brokers were complaining. We wanted to really make it better. So we decided, instead of sending the leads to the broker, why don't we become the first contact of that particular user? So when a person submits a request to speak to somebody, let's pick up the phone and let's talk to them immediately. And then we will book a meeting with the broker at some point in time. Oh my God, I tell you, we set a time limit. We said within 5 minutes, we have to call the consumer. And we did. And 99% of them picked up the phone while they were even still on the app, punching away. And when they hit submit, and everybody was so impressed. Oh my God, you guys are so fast. We realized our leads are actually good. There's a whole delay between the consumer and the broker actually making that phone call. Because, you know, if you pass that time limit and it's really 5 minutes, you will see that the response rate drops 10 times. Now the issue at hand was the consumer was talking to us and they were spilling their guts. Oh, I got a mortgage here and I'm trying to renew. And we're like, no, hold on. We're not the mortgage broker. Let's set up a meeting. And that was the other obstacle, is figuring out a time where the broker is available and then making that meeting happen. So that was the other obstacle. And we solved all these problems as we went to what it is today. And I really want to show you guys, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how it works in a flow diagram. And then we're going to do an actual lead. We're going to submit an actual lead so you get to see what it looks like from a consumer's perspective and what it looks like from a mortgage broker's perspective, seeing the lead. Okay, so let's get started here. Our leads program. Pre-qualified consumers, so they've downloaded the app, they've gone through the pre-qualification, and it's sent through push while the consumer is waiting. As you can see, there's a screenshot that says connecting you with one of our pros. Wheels are spinning and they wait for your call. And on the broker side, which I'll show you, you get to preview the lead first. You don't have to accept it. We don't push leads onto you and say, buy this lead. We say, here's the information we have. So gently, here's the information we have. Do you think it's a doable thing? And if it is, please take it. We also build in lots of cool stuff like a spam detection, resubmissions. So when the person resubmits and they've previously connected with somebody, we obviously don't allow them to connect with someone else. So the lead is exclusive. We don't resell it. Here's what I meant with preview first. The broker receives this information with all the details, everything. Confirmed email, verified phone number, current and desired location, whether they found the property, income, you know, the whole list. That's the preview first, which I thought it's amazing, because one of the issues brokers were facing is that they were getting garbage leads, excuse my language, garbage leads, just, you know, weird first name and last name. The person just put in test and some email and some 555 phone number, and they had to pay for it. Then they had to like go through a whole process. We actually confirm email and phone number up front, and we make sure that the data is somehow good. The other thing we built is for you to have a place on the app to track the leads. You can see by categories, whereas purchase, renew, refinance. And then we added a place where you can add a note, just so that you can remind yourself whether you spoke to them and whatever notes you want. How it works, my famous flow diagram. So we got the generic consumer downloading the Canadian mortgage app. They do the pre-qual, then they become a pre-qualified prospect. Then they make a request, they complete a bunch of other things, confirm their phone number, etc., and make the request. Our distribution service is actually pretty intelligent. It looks at the person's data and then push notifies not just one broker, but everyone that matches those criteria. So right now it's based on location. So let's say Ontario, push notifies all the brokers who are part of the program in Ontario, and everyone gets an equal chance to preview the information. And you can see the contact information is sort of hidden, it's obfuscated, and because we just want to, hey, show this is a real email address with a real domain, it's a 416 phone number, etc. And you can scroll through this. Actually, there's a lot more data to look at. And then you decide whether this is a good lead or not, whether you want to purchase it or not. You just decline. It's really just speed is the key here. We want speed because speed is what really is getting the conversion. What brokers are telling us here is that as soon as they make the call, the other person on the line is like, wow, that was so fast. And I truly feel that that initial impressive move builds a little bit of like a smear of trust with that person on the other line. And that allows them to speak and get connected. That initial connection is so important because the last thing you want is pick up the phone and call somebody and they're like, who are you? Why are you calling me? How did you get this number? You don't want that, right? And within that time frame, people will forget. They'll go wash the dishes, go to the bathroom, go on Instagram, and then suddenly they get this call from this number. Why are you calling me? They don't suddenly click. But here, when they hit it, it's happening extremely fast. And then you get to contact the person right on the app. But the key is that you need to make that contact immediately, as soon as you accept. If you can't make the call, don't accept. Someone else will. Just don't accept. And we track all this and we make sure that people who accept it make the phone call within 30 seconds because it's right there. Okay, let's do a demo. So you get to see firsthand what kind of pain the consumer goes through. Okay, so on the left, we have Mr. Ben Salami, the consumer. This is how it looks like because it's not branded to a broker. It's just a generic user. And on the right, we have the broker who's going to receive the lead in a bit. So for now, I think I can hide this man. Yeah, this one. Okay, so let's see what the consumer goes through. I'm currently logged in as a consumer, so I've already confirmed my email. I didn't want to show you guys go through all that. So it's already confirmed. You can see my name there. But the pre-qualification piece is what I want to show you. So yeah, I'm going to go super fast because I don't want you to get bored while the consumer is doing it. But obviously, they'll take their time. But I'm going to try to do this in 60 seconds. Okay, get started. Where do you want to purchase? Toronto. Are you a Canadian citizen? Yes. I'm not a first-time home buyer. I'm buying a house. No, I'm not going to rent it out. So I got about, let's say, $400,000. This is a more experienced home buyer. Do you own other properties? Yes. Okay, let's add in a property. My other property is located in Mississauga. It's a condo, let's say. It's fully rented. Cool. How much rent do you charge monthly? So it's in Mississauga, so I don't know what the rates are. Probably $1,500 is good. I do have a mortgage on it, and my balance is $300,000. The rate as I'm getting is 2.5, and my payments are $2,500. Okay, I also have a HELOC. So let me add a HELOC. Current balance is $50,000 and have a limit of $100,000. Okay, property taxes, $300 per month. Yeah, that seems about right. Condo fees, 400. And I can add other expenses too. Heat, water, hydro, home insurance. We thought of everything. Okay. Now, what do I want to do in the future with this condo? Do I want to keep renting it, so keep it? Or do I want to sell it before buying? So what I like to do is I want to keep this condo. So I'm going to keep it. And I can add as many properties as I own, but let's just say I own one. And let's see, outstanding debt. So here I have a credit card. It's a Visa. Current balance is 5,000 and limit is 10,000. And let's see, what else do I have? I have a car loan. Payments, so balance is about 30,000 left. And my payments are 350 monthly. I can add in student loan, child support, personal loan, line of credit, as many as I want. And then I can say no more debts. Employment status, I am self-employed. What's my 2-year average? Let's say 250. How would you rate your credit? It's probably very good. Okay, so now the app is just doing the pre-qual. By the way, this was a preview of Pre-Q version 2. And that's it. Now this person is a prospect. And now we're going to pitch them. Would you like to speak to somebody? And it's right here. Get started. And let's set you up for success. So here, I'm putting my phone number. And I'm going to get a text message. So now I confirm that I own this phone. So I have my email and my phone verified. I can read reviews of various people who have got a mortgage with one of our mortgage partners. So that builds a bit of a social trust. And then I'm ready to submit. So there's a bit of terms and conditions, and it very clearly says your information will travel to a licensed mortgage professional who we have already spoken to, and he's part of the program. Boom. So Ben the broker is chilling somewhere, and let's see how the lead travels to him. Submit. There should be a push notification. Oh, there it is. New request for Ontario. You can tap on it. And now you can see all the details I put in, that the consumer put in. That was extremely fast. So I have all this information here in front of me, and now I'm ready to make the decision whether I like this lead or not. So I can spend some time, but don't spend too much time because everyone else got notified at this time. So let's see. So LTV is 76%. Okay, I can place them with one of the lenders we know. So that's good. And there's the debts, there's the Visa, there's my car loan. Oh, yeah. So that's what happened. Mr. Kalanjian just accepted the lead. That's what the consumer sees. So now Ben, the broker, who's been taking their time, clicks on accept and application is already assigned. So that was a bit too slow. And now I would expect Mr. Greg to give me a shout. So let's see what his profile looks like. Okay, he's got a bit about me, some reviews, but I can just leave here. And every time I come back, it's contact Greg. Oh, and there's Greg. Hey, Greg, I'm sorry, that was a test. Test. I don't need a mortgage. Okay, thank you. Okay, thanks. Oh boy. Sometimes I test out the brokers. So I tell them, even if it's me, contact, because I'm probably doing a test. I'm testing out your speed. But yeah, that's how the lead program works. And in terms of resubmission, we don't allow the user to keep sending these applications because every time they come in here, they're locked in with the broker that they've been assigned, and they can book a call right here with Greg's calendar. Great. We truly feel like this is the most awesome lead generation program out there because it has quality, confirmation, verification. Hope you enjoyed it.